All right, hello everyone. Welcome back to Drink the Movies. I am Brian, and I am here to open up another vial from the case. Case. That is the Flaviar Airlines Whiskey Advent Calendar. So we're on to day number 4, which is exciting. We're getting into December here. We're over halfway through our first week now, I guess. In theory, technically, is that right? Yeah, I don't know for sure. We're having a good time with this. Had a Scotch yesterday. It was absolutely delicious. I finished up that dram. I can still taste it. It's still in my mouth here. Still lingering after last night because that one was excellent. And today we are going on to SDF. I don't know what SDF is. Airport code. I should have looked up my airport codes before I got into my whiskeys. But that's where we're at today. Got my glass right here behind me, right there, and we're going to be getting in to this one. So let me know at home if you've been drinking anything good. If you're doing a fun cocktail advent calendar we should check out for next year, I could send over to Michaela to check out for this year. Let us know that. That would be awesome. Let's see, what do we have today? This is a product of the United States of America. Whiskey number 4, 50% alcohol by volume. Right there it is, 50%. I think day 1 was 50% as well, if I'm not mistaken. We like it strong here in the United States, I guess. There's your QR code. Check that out if you want to. So, got that right here. I'm going to go ahead and pour it ever so gently into my little tasting glass. I always forget to try to do these on screen. I don't want to get it on my computer, and that's my fear, is that the whole world will see me just wreck my computer. Okay, so there we go. There it is. It's looking a little on the dark side, a little dark, burnt amber, kind of a thing going on right there. That is lovely looking. Yeah, definitely a little bit darker. No straw here. Copper, kind of like the the penny of old, if you will. That's kind of the color here that I'm picking up. It looks pretty true to that here on the screen as well. So let's give it a smell. Product of the United States. I'm assuming, what did I say the airport code was? SDF. Okay, we'll get into that. Let's smell it. I'm not getting a ton of aromatic on the nose here. I'm trying to swirl it up a little bit, see if I can get something to come through. It's pretty subtle. Even at 50%, I'm expecting it to be a little bit sharper on the tongue, kind of at that higher ABV, but I'm not picking up a ton of oak. A little bit of oak, a little bit of like French vanilla, like not like a bright vanilla flavor that I associate sometimes with bourbons, more of like a French vanilla, right? Like a French vanilla ice cream, where that vanilla flavor is really strong, but also kind of like softer. It's not as like bright as like an imitation vanilla kind of thing is. A little bit of that, a little bit of like dark chocolate, like baking like dark chocolate. You get a lot of times this year around the holidays, right? You're making cookies and pies and cakes, all that stuff. A little bit of that. Just a touch of like stone fruit, maybe. A little bit of like dark plum, something like that, or like dried cherries. Really, really super subtle. Not a ton of stuff on the nose at all. So let's go ahead and flip open the tasting passport here and see what we got. What do we got? Okay, so this is the Chicken Cock Small Batch Bourbon. Actually, I just saw this at the store. I was at the ABC store locally here on Saturday with a friend of the pod, Anthony, and we were looking through those, and we saw Chicken Cock Bourbon there, and thought that it sounded pretty good. It looked pretty good, but I have not ever had it, I don't think. So SDF, I don't know. Is that the airport code for Louisville? I don't know. Let's see what it says about this thing. Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Okay, so it's all from Kentucky. There we go. Does it say anything good to know from Bardstown? Their heritage, aging whiskey, charred oak barrels. Yeah, we know all that stuff already. Okay. The distillery burned down in the 1950s. Oh, the Chicken Cock brand began in 1856 in Paris, Kentucky, right outside of Louisville there. That makes sense. It thrived during Prohibition, Oh, it moved to Canada during Prohibition. Burned down in the 50s, and then it was revived in 2012. So chicken cock is coming from 2012. But let's take a look here at the tasting notes here, if you can kind of see those. And let's see what I got. What did I get? Any of these? I don't know. Candied ginger. Okay. Citrus, leather. Okay, I mean, I could sort of see that. It has apricot and butterscotch notes on here. I guess I haven't tasted this yet, so that's probably going to sway me there. I'm all out of sync. But the big one here, leather. And I'm wondering if that is what I was smelling there on like that stone fruit, kind of like dried cherry. Kind of sensation there. Whoa, that was a lot of alcohol just washing over my tongue there. Let me give that another sip now that my my palate's been blown out. Okay, yeah, definitely some leather in there for sure. Now, normally, if I'm having a whiskey and I taste leather, I also get some like tobacco kind of notes to it. I don't really taste that here too much. There's a little bit of smoke, definitely quite a bit of oak. I don't know how long this was aged for. I don't. It might have said in there, but so I'm guessing that is right onto the barrel, like on and off, like not a lot of time to mellow out. Here, I think this was just their standard offering there from Chicken Cock. So, yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I am picking up a little bit of that that butterscotch here in the flavor now that alcohol is kind of receding a little bit. But let's take another look at this now that I got my order of operations fixed up there. Apricot, still not a ton. And I didn't really notice any white pepper. Soft, definitely calling nonsense on that, because this thing is pretty tough. Spicy, definitely, yeah, a lot of alcohol heats coming through here on this instance. So yeah, I don't know, this is pretty good. Does it say anything else about this that we need to know? Not really. It's 15 barrel limit per batch. Every bottle is individually numbered. Okay, 15 barrels, that's not a lot of stuff. Not a lot of bourbon here, but yeah, this is just the small batch straight bourbon whiskey. Yeah, 50% alcohol. This one's pretty good. It certainly has kind of an interesting, very bold flavor. So if you are someone that loves bold bourbons, the higher ABVs, things like this over an ice cube would be nice. I think it would probably mellow out that heat a little bit, so you get a little bit more of those complex flavors. Maybe that is where the softness comes in. You get a little bit of a dilution into this, just a touch. But this is nice. It seems like a good kind of go-between between something that you would use to make cocktails and something that you would specifically sip on just as like an evening sipper. So yeah, Chicken Cock is pretty good. It's pretty good. Let me know if you have had this whiskey before in the past. Let me know if you have anything good you've been drinking. Like I said, let me know down in the comments. Let us know if you have any other good advent calendars we need to check out, and if you've been seeing any good movies, all that stuff. You can find all of our stuff at drinkthemovies.com, and make sure you follow along. We're going to be on to day 5 tomorrow, but right now I gotta go finish up this. It's hard work, but someone has to do it. So thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it. We'll talk to you tomorrow, and we'll open up another one from that giant case down here. So cheers.